So, welcome to the first test episode of our testing series, as yet untitled, where we play some games outside of F&M to give our decks a little run through.
So I'm once again playing my old favourite Lightpaws. You've seen me playing this on camera before, except last time I wasn't playing this nice foil that I traded for last F&M.
I'm playing Grist, Voracious Lava. I brought it to F&M a couple of times. It's never quite made the cut. I would like this deck to do better. I really enjoy playing it.
Yeah, this is my opening hand here, which I'm going to slam keep.
I think that I will keep this opening hand because this is probably reasonably good against Ryan, and I have this effect to try and further my game plan.
So we've done things a little bit out of order because we haven't rolled for first yet.
That's fine. So that's a good segue into the official rules of what happens if you look at your hand before deciding who goes first.
Okay.
In this instance, whoever wins the die roll goes first. They don't get the choice of whether or not they go first. And you won on 5.
Unfortunately, so I have to go first. That is a real shame. Notoriously bad part of Magic. Okay, so I'm going to start by playing a plains and passing the turn.
So untap, draw. And I will play. Kind of want to save this card for later. And I want to play my commander on turn 1, so I don't want to play this. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. So I'm going to start with Planable Wastes, take a point of damage, play my commander, go.
No worries. I'm going to draw a card. Plains number 2, and I'm going to cast a core Spirit Dancer.
Oh, very good.
+2/+2 for each aura attached to it. Whenever I cast an aura, I may draw a card.
Strong in your deck.
Very strong.
Now that I've drawn this, I'm going to want to try and see if I can surveil into something. So I'm going to play the Marsh Flats.
Yep.
And pass the turn.
Untap. Draw a card. What to do. I'm just going to say pass turn.
Crack Marsh Flats, take 1, and get a Surveil land.
Extremely powerful, no addition to Magic, I think.
Yeah, quite an upgrade over the old temples. And quite nice in the Reanimate deck.
Is it a full cycle or is it only a half cycle?
No, it was a full cycle.
In the one set?
Yeah, I believe, it must have all come from the one set.
Because they normally it's half the land cycle per set.
Yeah, so it doesn't take up too much of the rare slots. But unless I'm mistaken, they all come from Murders of Karlov Manor.
I believe, I don't think there's any other sets with them. Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was a full set or not.
No, definitely full set, and a good addition to Magic. I say definitely a full set. We'll find out afterwards, I suppose, won't we? Right, do you want to cut to your Doom?
Yes. Hopefully not my Doom there.
Top card is your Doom.
Oh no.
I flipped over an Archon of Cruelty.
That is a bad start for me.
I'm going to untap, upkeep, and draw. This is the strength and simultaneously the weakness of this deck.
Read Archon.
Please do. Why don't you read it for the camera?
Whenever Archon of Cruelty enters or attacks, target opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker, discards a card, and loses 3 life. You draw a card and gain 3 life. This is going to be a quick game, Anna.
Yes. So yeah, this is the strength of this game. I think in some ways this game is very similar. This deck is very similar to Ryan's in that I'm trying to enact my game plan, and I don't have a lot of interest in what my opponent's doing. I'm interested in explosive draws and not really playing to the long game. So I did draw the Animate Dead on an earlier turn, which is why
seems good.
I surveilled this turn, which is why I kept the Surveil in hand before I drew the Animate Dead to see if I could draw a reanimation effect. So I'll play a land first because White does have access to ManaTraders.
Yes.
ManaTraders.
One of my favourite cards.
So I'm going to play Twilight Maya, filter land,
Yeah.
turn a mana into 2 mana, and cast Animate Dead, targeting Archon of Cruelty.
That's not an Animate Dead. I have no responses. The Animate Dead resolves.
So the Animate Dead.
ETB trigger on the stack. So remind me of I have to. So I lose 3 life. I sacrifice a creature or planeswalker.
So you said the trigger on the stack. So you're going to do
Oh,
something
sorry.
before
Yes.
the
Yeah.
trigger
Yeah.
resolves?
Yes. Yeah. I am. I'm just trying to remind myself what it is. So I lose 3 life.
Yes.
I sacrifice a creature.
Yes.
And discard a card. Okay.
You sacrifice a creature or planeswalker for what it's worth.
My flash planeswalker is going to I'm going to flash in a Feather of Flight here. And if this is on cast, I'm going to draw a card. ETB,
Yes.
I'm going to draw a card. So I'm just going to draw 2 cards.
Oh, because it draws. Okay, fine. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Instant speed divination.
2, 3, 4, 5. I have nothing else, so I'm going to have to sacrifice this.
So you resolve the trigger.
Lose 3 life.
I gain 3 life, go up to 21,
Discard a card.
and I draw a
I
card.
have to decide what's in discard here. So I'm going to have 4 mana. I'm probably going to do that, but I'll do that. I have to do that. Right. Going to discard a Hyena Umbra.
Okay. So I should attack for 1,
16.
and then I should think about. I guess I should again think about how do I lose this game.
Painfully and slowly.
Painfully and slowly. I can think about whether or not I should try and find another reanimation effect in case my Archon is killed. But against white, my Archon is most likely to get exiled rather than killed.
Adam's expressing his knowledge of colour play theory here.
Oh yes. Such good knowledge. I'm thinking about whether I want to do something with this. But I think since I don't know what Ryan's going to do and he's on the back foot, I'll pass the turn.
Untap. I think, yeah, untap. Draw. Okay. I don't like this play, but I feel like it's necessary. I'm going to cast Lightpaws first of all.
Yes,
You have some mana open.
I do.
What is the better play?
You played a land, have you?
I have this.
Yeah, so you've got 2 mana. Probably plenty.
It feels risky, but I'm going to say pass.
Interesting. I'll untap and draw. And then I have a forest in play. So this Castle Garenbrig comes into play untapped.
That's the pay for get 6 screen for only for creatures?
Yeah, pay 4 and tap it to make sense. So
That's 5 mana effectively.
Yeah, it gives you an extra mana for casting creatures or activating the abilities of creatures. I don't think the 1 damage from Grist is going to make all that much difference. Ryan's clearly got something he's going to do.
What makes you think that way?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out what I think the best thing to do is here. KG. I don't know how likely you are to just win the game from this spot.
Well, I promise you I'll try my damnedest.
Good man. So I can 2 mana up. Yeah, I think I want to Diabolic Intent.
Okay.
As an additional cost, sacrifice a creature, and then it's just Demonic Tutor.
Yeah, that's fine, that resolves.
That resolves. So I'm going to sacrifice my commander to do that.
And put it in the command zone.
I put it in the command zone, thank you, yeah, because it's not always obvious with this
I
deck.
thought that's one of the decks that definitely can justify a graveyard.
I'm looking for an effect like this. I just want to see if this is the best one I can find.
I'm assuming you went effect like this, points to removal spell.
Quite to removal spell, yes. But which removal spell, Ryan? Which removal spell?
I think a 3 mana removal spell would be the best for you right now.
That would be strong.
Really good for next turn.
Yeah. I could get a reanimation effect, but again, I think that my creature is most likely to get exiled rather than killed. I'm going to get this if the camera can see it. And I'm going to move to combat.
Okay, so attack trigger on the stack.
So you allowing me to attack?
Yes, you get to attack.
Okay, so move to combat, no effects, declare attack.
So this is a 5/6.
This is a 5/6 with the trigger on the stack.
Responding to that, I'm going to flash in a military discipline.
What does that do?
This gives enchanted creature first strike until end of turn.
Yes.
And +1/+0. And gives a Lightpaws trigger, so let me search for an aura and put it onto the battlefield.
And remind me how the Lightpaws trigger works again.
So whenever an aura enters,
yes.
if I cast it, I can search for an aura with mana value less than or equal to, with a different name, and put it onto the battlefield attached to Lightpaws.
Okay.
So effectively, I play this 1-drop, I can get an aura with 1 or 0 CMC.
And attach it. And I can't respond. Once the trigger goes on the stack, I can't respond until the aura is on Lightpaws.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get to see the aura before you decide.
No.
It's also worth noting the aura I cast doesn't have to be on Lightpaws, it can be on anything. The aura I get has to go on Lightpaws.
Interesting. That is worth pointing out. Now you've left up 1 mana.
I have.
You've known that I've tutored.
I have.
I'm trying to work out what you could have that could prevent the edict effect from this, which doesn't target. Because I'm assuming that you have the ability to give this creature pro colour as you see fit. So I don't feel like that kills me, and I don't know what 1 mana aura you can get. 1 mana aura. Because it also, this flies, right? And this doesn't.
Yes.
So let's find out. This is testing. Yeah. So let's find out what you can get that will stop this working for me.
I have this card in case I have to sacrifice Lightpaws. I've never once used it before, so it's quite exciting for me.
Is this 1 mana wake a 1/1?
It is. It's Cartouche of Solidarity.
Yes.
Yes. Cartouche of Solidarity, create a 1/1.
Yeah, okay, good. So then you'll sacrifice the 1/1.
I sacrifice the 1/1, and I don't bother making a token.
You
I have to lose 3 life, discard a card,
and
I am going to be taking 5 damage because I unfortunately cannot block.
So you're going to lose 8 life then?
Yes, bring me to 8.
And I gain 3 life going to 24.
And I'm discarding. It's a difficult decision. It's a very difficult decision.
I'm going to draw my cards.
I'm discarding a Surge of Salvation.
Okay.
Is this?
This is right. So I'm going to do this and do this. And then I think... What's scary on here? This is... +1/+0.
To be completely honest with you, because it's testing, neither of these auras are great. This is being ran because it's 1 mana flash.
Yeah.
This is being ran to get out of sacrifice.
Yeah. Got a sorcery speed effect that I might be interested in here. Interesting.
Cards in hand, I have 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That is not bad. I think that could be playable in other formats, you know.
Potentially. I don't know.
That might be a bit silly of me though.
It's 8 mana. It's probably just casual.
There's nothing you can do apart from casting it, right?
No, nothing at all. 24 life, how do I die? I don't know.
As I said, slowly and painfully.
Slowly and painfully. I don't know, do you have... Can you one-shot me?
I don't think so. Not with the cards in my hand.
No. I kind of want to do this, but I don't think it will bait him into playing a spell, so... I think I just have to say go.
One sec. Draw a card. Does that change anything? Does that change anything at all?
This is lethal next turn, so I think the onus is still on Ryan to do something.
And to do something I shall. I'm going to attempt to cast a Sheltered by Ghosts on my Lightpaws. I enchant a creature I control. When it enters, I exile target non-permanent opponent controls until this leaves. Gives +1/+0 lifelink on water 2, and causes a Lightpaws trigger if it resolves.
Okay, that's enough for me to then do this. So I'm going to play Snuff out. I control a swamp, so it only costs me 4 life.
I'm going to cast a Karametra's Blessing.
This is the pro that I was worried about.
+2/+2, hexproof and indestructible if it's enchanted, which it is.
Yeah.
Is this?
That does resolve.
Ah, I'm scared of the second one. I'm just going to leave this by the card to remind me of the possibility.
That's fine.
So then the Shelter by Ghosts, I'll resolve this trigger before this one. I'll exile the Archon underneath here.
Yeah. This goes to the graveyard.
And I search for an enchantment with CMC 2 or less. So I only have 2 mana left. Just that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the moment.
Right, counting power.
Yes, yes.
I'm still on 20.
I don't have any. I've got Ward 2. That's the only protection that I have. So the Snark play feels like getting some sort of protection.
Yep.
Part of me wants to just go for a big damage card. So, for example, all the glitters would be a way to come.
Be a lot of damage, yeah.
But I don't think I can win this turn. So I was on this last round. Where is?
I guess I was more asking: is your deck capable?
I think depending on the cards that I draw, it can kill that quickly.
So maybe I.
But you ripping my hand apart definitely didn't help.
No.
So I still have 2 mana. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm going to get a Flickering Ward now then.
So is this?
This is the 1 mana. When it enters, I choose a color. I'm going to name black. It gives it protection from black, and I can pay a white to return it to my hand.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pay a white to return Flickering Ward to my hand.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend a white to cast Flickering Ward.
Okay.
Again, naming black and allowing me to search with Lightpaws again.
So for a 1 mana
For a 1 mana aura. And I think I'm going to get the 1 mana version of all that glitters.
Oh, sure.
Ethereal Armor.
So then it's
so at the moment
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Wow.
And I will swing for 12.
And lifelink as well.
And lifelink, so. And vigilant. No. This one always confuses me. The token has vigilance.
Fine.
So
I go to 8.
I'll go back to 20.
Oh, that's just a straight swap.
Pass turn.
Right, so I'm not overly dismayed because I've been waiting to do this, which we will do now.
Scary.
So I'm going to play a land, and I'm going to play Pest Infestation for X equals 2. So I get to blow up 2 enchantments and make...
The important thing is that I'm assuming you're targeting this, which means that Archon of Cruelty is going to come back.
It's going to come back.
And basically everything's going to go away.
This aura doesn't have Ward 2,
No, it gives Ward to Lightpaws.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll shortcut and just have all this go away.
Fine. So I make 4 pests.
And I have to discard a card, and I lose 3 life.
And
despite being at 17, there's a strong urge to concede.
Yeah.
I'll try and play out a couple of turns.
We'll put a little 4 above here to indicate that we got 4 of these pests.
Okay.
And then I draw a card and gain 3 life, just because I haven't done enough game actions already.
Swingy game. I'm trying to think if there's anything I could have done differently there, but I don't really think there is.
I don't know, what was your last card that you got rid of?
It was a enchant miss to make it unblockable. It was either play that or the Shelter Breaks, it just feels
like
better.
pacifism.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any other auras I could have tutored for. Because I don't have any auras that protect the other auras.
No.
So yeah.
I think with having Ward on your commander as well, I think
you
weren't playing around with having a natural.
Pro black and Ward.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have to move to discard.
So I'll just tell the camera I've drawn a creature.
Yeah.
But if I play this creature, I lose it next turn. So I have to pass. And basically, what I'm hoping to draw into is some sort of removal of the Archon. Some actual permanent exile-based removal would be very nice.
Yeah. I'm going to play the Temple now because I'm not worried about how I'm spending my mana this turn.
You're still playing Temples? You've not heard of the Surveil lands, mate?
I should look into those. They look strong. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I can cast this, and as Ryan says, if the only way he's winning this game is to get rid of the Archon, but then I have other stuff to do in hand, so I don't think I need another one of this type of effect, which is a big creature. I'm going to move to combat.
See, if it was a Surveil land, mate, it'd be graveyard.
Which would be much better than my deck.
Attack trigger. Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter if I play it or not because it's going to be discarded either way.
I guess it didn't matter either way, though, did it?
And then I take 10 damage, go to 4. I don't think I have any single card.
I will draw a card. and Game Through Life. We'll just kind of go through the motions, I think.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I mean,
I've had a sneaky peek and it's a planes. Good game.
yeah, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Feeling tentatively excited.
Tentatively excited. That's good. That's good. So 4, 5, 6,
This is a very snappy snap keep for me.
and 7. So it's a snappy snap keep, is it?
I mean, there are some cards I would ideally change, but I'm not going to complain too much.
So we can look at the hand. The more I play this format, the more I wonder if this type of effect is actually necessary. These kind of cards are mandatory in traditional Commander, but this kind of Mana Rampus, I'm not sure if that's really what you want to be doing in a 1v1 game. I have this, and yeah, I have a way to discard, so I think I keep anyway.
Okay, so I'm going to go planes. I don't know how to pronounce this. Skrelv, Defectomite,
Yeah.
Toxic 1, can't block. Most important thing, I can Phyrexian Life, tap it, choose a colour to get another
is
creature
strong.
deck, take next proof from that colour.
Unlike the Mother of Runes, it sort of copies. It can't protect itself,
No.
which is what made Mother of Runes such a busted card in the first place.
And unlike the Giver of Runes, it doesn't give protection from colours.
Okay.
So,
Didn't know that.
yeah, I think Giver of Runes is kind of a side grade. Even though it can't protect itself, giving
Yes.
protection from colourless
It gives you
can be
more
relevant.
options. I'm going to pay a life to play Delighted Halfling.
Seems very good.
So this is the card I was talking about in my opening hand. Things like signets and stuff I've cut from my original builds
Yes,
of decks
yeah.
because I think while they're essential in traditional Commander, I think they're just a bit of air,
I
a
think
bit of filler.
this is very good because of control matchups.
I suppose the presence of blue means the half.
Maybe your deck doesn't care about your commander as much, but games go late, you might be hard casting your Grist Brands and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm going to do something I very rarely do and play a turn 2 Lightpaws, meaning I have this here. It might be a mistake.
You have
but
some protection, yeah.
No.
You don't tend to like leaving your Lightpaws unprotected.
No.
I'm going to draw and I have a sort of disappointingly little going on here, really. But I think that this is too much of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose maybe it's better to do. I was considering doing this, but maybe it's better to do this. And if I'm going to do that, then I think it might be sensible to start with a Surveil to see what's going on the top of my library. That is a card that I don't think does anything for me now. It's something that I want really in my opening hand or on my turn 2.
Is that
Where
Elvish Spirit Guide?
every Spirit Guide where I can have an explosive turn, doing
Oh.
exciting things.
I'm now worried that you have a reanimation target.
Yeah. Powerful magic. I'm gonna lose a life again to make black to Bone Shards.
Yeah.
As an additional cost, discard Grave Titan. A little bit more of a spicy target for a reanimate effect.
Target the Defector.
I have to just target this because if I target Lightpaws, I'm just throwing my card away.
I don't think there's any reason for me to activate in response, so I'm just gonna let it die.
Thing is, if
I had
something-
a mana open, even though I probably wouldn't, because is that sorcery speed?
this is
So
sorcery,
you could have had 2 sorcery speeds, in which case maybe I would, but then I risk doing it, and then you have an instant, and it feels bad. But with this board stat, I don't think I'm gonna.
I don't think it's worth it. And I'm going to play my commander and take it.
Okay, I'm gonna untap. I'm going to draw a card. I'm gonna read your commander again.
Please do.
This is a triggered ability, not an activated ability. Is it a triggered ability that makes an activated ability? Is that how that works?
Let me just read it. So I think it's a triggered ability. So it reads, when this or another creature enters the battlefield from under my control, if that creature entered from my graveyard or was cast from my graveyard, you may pay green. If you do, exile Grist and return it. So this is a triggered ability because it's when something enters the battlefield.
So I'm going to be playing a planes.
And then I guess you pay the green on resolution of the ability.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to spend 2 mana. Not the most exciting. I'm going to play the Disruption, the Halfling.
Fine.
Trigger Lightpaws.
Oh, the abilities can't be activated.
Yes, yeah,
okay. That makes
is
sense.
this this Lightpaws trigger okay to resolve?
Yeah, that's fine.
You might have a snap out, is all I was thinking.
No, I don't have a snap out. I think I would have played it in response if I did.
See, most of the time when I'm searching, I know exactly what I'm going to grab, but this is one of those times where I'm really not sure. I don't think I really have any way to interact with the graveyard, or at least I don't have many ways to interact with the graveyard.
Right. Or at least not ways that you can tutor up with Lightpaws.
No,
White
yes,
has lots of ways of
yeah.
interacting with the graveyard, but not that
auras.
synergizes with your deck.
That feels really bad, but could be necessary for another turn. It allows me to do that. On a pinch, I can do that. I don't think Grave Titan actually is the biggest threat to me.
No, Grave Titan is in there because it's sort of a castable target. That you want to react. I don't really ever want to spend 6 mana or any spells in this deck, but at least it's sort of reasonable.
Whereas Bristlebrand is a bit out of.
Bristlebrand, even Archon at 8 mana,
I'm gonna
is
get
a bit out of range.
a Conviction, and I'm not gonna feel good about it. It's in here because I can bounce it.
Because you can bounce it back to your hand and get additional triggers. Fine.
But I'm gonna put up my deck, and Lightpaws can attack. Is that a good idea? When you have a 1/2 Death Toucher,
I do have a Death Touch here. I don't know if that.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
Yeah, that makes sense. So this untapped still, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah.
For what it's worth. Okay, that's interesting. But not necessarily good. I don't even know if that's a good thing to do. The thing that I'm looking at doing. Is there something I can... I'm wondering if there's something I can do with this. Yeah, I don't really have... I'm not sure if I would even have access to a flashback reanimation effect, which would probably be the best thing.
The only one I can think of is Black-White.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, there's actually I can think of 2 that are Black-White. There's the Dustmore one, and then there's the
one that was used with Greasefang when Greasefang was around, but I think it only hits small CMC creatures. I could be wrong.
No, there's an unconditional black counterspell that's 4 mana. Sorry, 4 mana black removal spell and 5 mana flashback.
You're thinking of removal spells.
No, sorry, reanimation. That's
reanimation spells. Okay.
Yeah, are you talking about reanimation spells?
I am talking about
yes,
reanimation spells. Yeah.
Simultaneously on the same page and not on the same page.
Indeed. I don't really want to leave you with this conviction lying around. Feels like it's going to be a bit too much value.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's a terrible card.
Otherwise, I also don't want this game to go on forever and ever and ever and ever. I don't want to do nothing this turn. That feels pretty bad too. So I think I will tempt to Pest Infestation. You're playing out Disruption.
So that's going to give you 2 1/1s?
Correct.
2 1/1s. And
2 pests.
It's going to just destroy the infestation, and then you'll have 1 colourless mana
Available, yeah. Or coloured for a legendary spell.
Or coloured for it. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's not the most exciting play, but that'll kind of do nothing. So
I mean, then you might want to hold. You might be tempted to hold on to it when there's more.
When there's juicy things
targets.
to do, yeah. Go.
So I've torn between this and bouncing that. If I bounce that, I have 4 mana, so I can cast that one. I think I'm going to bounce the Conviction. Am I okay to go?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm aware of stuff outs, and I want to give you a chance before rushing through it.
No, that's fine. I'll stop you if we need to.
So I can go 2, I can go 1.
Yeah.
I go 1 again. So I want to play an untapped land. Plains. I'm going to cast a Conviction first of all.
Yeah. What will you get?
This is the thing.
So you haven't already decided?
No, it's not an obvious thing to do right now. I don't think. You currently have. Okay, so I could just grab this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I like pro creatures.
Yeah. I don't want to go shields down and then lose to a removal spell, so I want to have stuff available to do as well. Maybe I just grab that, but then I can't do that open. It's a card I'd love to draw into. Maybe I do that. No, doesn't feel like the right time. That just feels really bad as well. Okay, I'm gonna get a. I think this is it. 1, 2, 3, and what do I have at hand? Okay. Daybreak Coronet.
That's a very strong card.
So I'm a 6. So 3, 6, 8 at the moment. I believe, yeah, 6, 8 at the moment.
Let's try Vigilance Lifelink. Gross.
Let's try Vigilance Lifelink. And then I'm going to move to combat.
Yeah.
And attack with my 6, 8.
I'll gain a life by chumping with a pest.
I'll
go to 19.
And pass if you can't.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
No
right.
worries.
Untap, draw. Yeah. Let's play Prismatic Vista.
Nice.
I think I just do this now. I don't know what I'm going to get. I'm going to play Unmarked Grave.
Okay.
And I'm going to get something.
Okay.
And I might as well crack my fetch while I'm in there.
Sure.
And tap the basic and this to cast the Lightning Greaves.
Okay.
And I guess it wouldn't hurt to try to equip the Lightning Greaves on something. I kind of want to jump with the pest, so I kind of want to protect the pest weirdly, even though it kind of looks like the weakest creature on my board. And then I'll pass.
Okay, you're in step. I'm going to flash in, I believe, yeah.
You got me.
Flash in a Gift of Granite. It just gives it plus. It gives it +0/+2. It's
but it's a
flash.
flash.
It's
It's
a
the
flash.
point of it, yeah.
Um,
What can I put in my graveyard? Oh, I do have. Wait.
do you want to rewind a bit?
I'm very
More
silly.
than-
I don't know my own deck. I do have a flashback reanimation effect that's only one
okay.
colour.
That's okay. We can rewind. It's casual after all. This is.
We're testing. We're going to call
testing,
it testing,
testing.
aren't we? But then, like you said, Grave Titan isn't necessarily the most exciting card to get back. Let me just keep having a look.
No worries. And we're rewinding to before this Lightning Greaves was cast, I imagine.
I don't think it would make any difference.
Okay, I thought
actually.
you meant you could reanimate this turn.
Yes, I can.
Okay. But you think you're still going to go ahead and Lightning Greaves?
I still would play the Lightning Greaves, yeah. In fact, actually, the Lightning Greaves does make me play a little bit better, doesn't it? Yeah. Can you guess? I'm sure if anyone's watching this at home, we're shouting at the screen saying, obviously there's a mono black reanimate effect that has flashback. Can you think of it, Ryan? While I'm looking through my deck.
Is there an enchantment you can cast to this top part of your graveyard or something? No.
It's probably one of the most famous reanimate effects.
Oh, sacrifice 3 creatures.
Yes. Dread
yeah.
Return. How I didn't figure that out when it's in my own deck.
It's in my cube as well because it's amazing. I love that card.
And
Fool as well.
actually, oh yeah, you cut please.
Okay.
So I'm going to put Dread
Turn into the graveyard.
into the graveyard from the unmarked grave because it says card. I'm just going to check for a non-legendary card, not creature card. I'm then going to sacrifice 3 creatures.
Yeah.
Do I have any leftover mana? I don't, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put Grist in the command zone. I'm going to gain a life from sacrificing a pest. Bring back Grave Titan, make 2 zombies, equip Lightning Greaves, attempt to equip Lightning Greaves.
Do I want to do this?
What are you responding to?
The equip.
Okay.
I'm considering. I just want to hold priority for a second, but I think about what I want to do this.
So
the ETV's happened.
yeah, I want to give you the opportunity to respond to Grave Titan coming. So, do you want to respond
No,
to
it's
Dread
this.
Gen?
This
So let's go flashbacks.
ETB's happened. Moved into a quick lightning greaves. Just
Fine.
while I
So
have
I've
the
got two
opportunity.
zombies.
While I have the opportunity.
I'm going to
decide.
attempt. I'm going to activate Lightning
So
Greaves,
this is a
targeting
6/6
Grave
of-
Titan.
Haste and Shroud, which I actually don't think I'm very scared of. So yeah,
No.
it resolves.
And I think this has got.
This is a 6/8 with first strike, vigilance, and life.
Oh, so it's no good anyway, is it? Because even if I attack, I'm just suiciding my Grave Titan to make two 2/2s. Doesn't seem very exciting. So I guess I'll pass.
I'm flashing in a Gift of Granite, searching for Flickering Ward naming black to get protection from black,
Spicy.
and then I'm going to bounce the Conviction to my hand.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Yep, okay, fine.
Thank you. And then if you'd like to cut,
Yep.
and I'm drawing a card for turn. I am thinking I want to think about what land I'm playing. Start by playing. So you're at 19.
And you're
I
pro
can
black now, aren't you?
Yes, this. I can bounce it. I can play it again, or I can play this. I can bounce and play the Flickering Ward, but I don't have the mana to play it again, so I can go 2 mana. This. 1 mana bounce Flickering Ward, and I'll play Flickering Ward. Okay, so I'm going to go 2 mana. This grabs that. Conviction. At the moment, I've got no evasion of any kind. So I'm going to resolve the Lightpaws. I'm assuming it's okay to just.
You've got pro black.
You're right, I have pro black. Okay, that makes it a little bit
You've
simpler.
got super evasion.
Yes, I'm going to get all the glitters.
Does that kill me?
At the moment, we're 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 doesn't kill you, but I'm going to go bounce and play Flickering Ward and get the 1 mana version,
Which will kill me.
which will put you to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, which still doesn't kill you. I think that's the best I can do.
Well, I guess I have to keep playing them because I could draw an edict.
Never concede.
Yeah, I mean, an edict doesn't work if you've got the ability to flash in a 1 mana aura, which you might do in hand, but you don't have on board once you tap the extra mana.
Yes, where is.
So I think I have to take my turn. Perhaps because we're testing, I will just look at the top side of my libraries.
Let me just count again just to check. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 18. So I put you to 1.
That's fine. I drew Grist, which is black, so you had protection from.
Amazing.
Cool.
Game 3.
Game 3, let's do. Am I the play?
You're the player. We've both mulliganed
Yeah.
once. This helps, I think. Yeah, let's go with this.
Oh dear. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, I'm not to make a card.
Okay, so the main reason to ask if I'm on the play is because this is kind of useless when you're on the play. I could get a 5, but I have this to sort of dig, and this to potentially get something back, and this if I miss on the digging. Maybe then for that reason I actually get rid of this because I've got no way of getting it out of my hand. Let's try it. And it's not a great hand, but I'm not sure that it's worth going to 5 on.
So I'm keeping this, and the more I look at it, the less I like it. It's a great place to be, and I'm torn between them. I mean, these are the easy keeps. It's one of these two that I'm bottoming. They're both good cards. My hand is just lacking something that's kind of important for my deck. I think I'm going to bottom this one. The more I say that, the more I'm tempted to, bottom this one. And you're on the play.
Over to Delighted Halfling, go.
Okay.
So I take 3
Planes.
for that exchange.
Springleaf Drum. Pass.
Oh. You say that, but I'm searching for a single card in a 100 card deck. That can take a while.
You can't complain to me.
No, I can't. Oh no.
Well, I do feel like I've got better at searching 100 card decks, having played Lightpaws so much.
Yes, I guess you just do it all the time. Wow, it's just right there. Okay, good.
So you're taking 3.
I'm taking 3, yeah, thank you.
No worries.
We'll do it. That's it.
I think it's really interesting this card is printed in the same set as Bowmasters.
Yeah,
It feels very intentional.
Yeah, we've seen a few more 1-drops with 2 toughness, I think.
Well, I think it's kind of essential.
Because, unfortunately, Bowmasters has pushed the bar back again in terms of power creep. I was going to say, one thing I thought was interesting there was that I was going to bottom a different card until I said out loud what I thought about my hand.
Right,
So I wonder if that makes me think that I should think a little bit more, I don't know, saliently about my hand before I actually put something back.
So what I'm hearing is you've just discovered thinking about your plays is a good thing.
Who knew?
I thought you just played the first card in your hand.
I mean, that's
like a sequence.
That's how I hope AAA.
Right, that's a sad draw.
I'm going to play Malevolent Rumble.
Nice.
I kind of really like Modern Horizons 3.
Yep.
You effectively mill. You reveal the top 4, but you effectively mill the top 4.
And you get a land as well?
Permanent. Back in your hand. And you get a Eldrazi Spawn, which is a 1/0 creature that you can sack for mana, and as I said before in my deck with this commander, there are various cards that I want to sack creatures for. So this is going to put 1 creature in my graveyard.
1 very, very powerful creature.
Which makes this card better. This is search your library for a black card with CMC equal to the number of creatures in your graveyard, which frequently can only really choose from 1 thing, which is reanimate, because reanimate costs 1, and I often only have 1 or 2 creatures in my graveyard.
But you have to get a permanent card with Rumble.
Which I can't do that because that's cheating. So that makes me sad. So I need to find Eternal Witness, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Okay, we can do that.
So okay, simple. Just unmark Brave the Eternal Witness, reanimate the Eternal Witness, and then you can get back that
value.
I
guess. Well, actually, I probably should get Besage You, right?
You really teased me by reaching for that command tower.
Yeah. I had a moment and I thought, it's again probably a good idea. Might as well throw my commander out there rather than attacking for 1. Besage You's in hand, go.
Tap, draw a card. Feel sad about my life choices. Hall of Heliod's Generosity.
It's just like the Tillarian Academy, but for enchantment.
No, it's It's tap for colourless. Pay 1 of the colours to put an enchantment from the graveyard on top of my library.
It's the other one.
Ruins.
Yeah, Academy Ruins,
yes.
but for enchantments.
So I played Tithe Taker.
Yeah.
During my turn, your spells and abilities cost 1 more to activate.
Correct.
And I'm passing the turn.
And when it dies, you make a 1/1 flyer.
1/1 flyer, yes.
So draw for the turn. Interesting. I've got access to 1, 2, 3, 4 mana max. I kind of want to do this. What does this actually do? Ward. If a card you didn't control which your opponent's graveyard or exile, I can pay mana to cast exiled cards. Yeah. Instant. That doesn't really help me with this. I want something different. So I think it's a shame because I don't want to give you lots of time, but I'm gonna tap 3 mana to victimize and put. Oh no, victimize. Oh, victimize works. I thought this was a different card.
You choose 1 card in your graveyard.
Choose 2 target creature cards.
Sure.
I don't have 2 target creatures in my graveyard. Choose 2 target creature cards in your graveyard. Sacrifice a creature if you do.
So you can't do it.
So I can't do it, but I might be able to do it with some shenanigans. So
does it choose 2 in graveyard, sacrifice 1 to put them both back?
Yes.
2, 1 for 2.
And you have to have. It says 2 target. It doesn't say up to.
Okay, yeah.
So if I don't have 2 creatures in my graveyard, I ain't casting the spell. But what I can do is you've got any cards in your graveyard?
No.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pitch cast Endurance, exiling Vaultborn Tyrant from my hand.
Yeah.
Put your graveyard on the bottom of your library. Then I'm gonna cast Victimize, targeting Valgavoth and Endurance, and sacrificing
you
Eldrazi's
sacrifice on resolution, don't you?
Yes, it doesn't
Yeah.
say it's an additional cost.
You don't target the creature you sacrifice, do you?
It just says
Yeah.
choose 2 target creatures from your graveyard, sacrifice a
Um,
creature. Yeah, so if you've got have you got mana?
I've got 1 mana.
Oh, I didn't realise you had mana.
I mean, like, that doesn't really matter.
Is that Springleaf Drum?
I
So you
have-
could mana
I
tithe
have
me.
mana tithe, but you have the spawn. But this way, you sacrifice this to pay. You have to sacrifice a different
And then I
creature.
sacrifice Grist, most likely.
It still doesn't feel good, but
So you're going to do that. So
I'm
I'm
going to do
going
that.
to
Yes.
pay for mana tithe.
And then,
Choose. Well, I have to choose 2 targets as part of the cost.
So you give me the mana tithe back.
Yeah. So then we'll do these 2, and then and now I resolve the spell. So sacrifice
Yeah.
a creature.
Yeah.
Put that in my command zone. Return the chosen cards tapped.
Okay, that gives me a window.
Victimize goes to the graveyard. I was wondering if I just cast Play Beside You, but probably not. Go.
That doesn't win me the game. Okay, that's a bad start. I can cast my commander. And I can do that. Does it have any kind of thing that makes it unblockable or anything?
What does?
This, that does it. isn't it?
Flying.
But that's it.
That's it. That's the only evasion it has is flying.
So, all I can really do, and it's pretty desperate, cast Lightpaws,
Yes. Pay 2 mana.
Spirit Mantle, give it protection from creatures.
Yes.
If it resolves, I'm going to go and get Feather of Flight, which gives flying.
I was going to have pro creatures and flying.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Wait, sorry. Before I do that, ward sacrifice 3 non-land permanents.
Yes.
I'm going to get a Sheltered by Ghosts, sacrifice Spirit Mantle. Is that better? It gives me ward 2, and you've only got
But then
4 mana. Yeah, I'm going to get Sheltered by Ghosts.
But then I get all
Target-
those cards that you sacrifice. Because you have to pay them,
Yes, yeah, that's fine. That I still
and
feel.
then I can still play them, I believe. It doesn't.
I don't mind you having a Spirit Mantle and like Life Taker.
Oh, no. I think I have to have Valgorth in play, because during your turn you may play spells exile them.
If you manage to get him back into play though, is he a different object at that point? How does it work? Because a lot of the cards that it doesn't matter, they'll say like put coin counters on them or something, and then you may cast cards with coin counters.
Yeah, because that's how it works with like Dothy Voidmorph.
Yes.
You've got void counters on it.
So I think you might not be able to cast them.
Yeah, because usually when a card says its name, it means this object.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know for certain. I'm going to assume that yes, they
But
all
they
go
still
to
go to
exile,
Yes.
but you don't. And this goes underneath here,
Yes.
but I don't get access to them.
And then I'm in a pass my turn.
So it doesn't have pro creatures
It
anymore.
has ward 2. That's it.
Right. Okay.
And plus
Untap,
one was own lifelink.
draw.
I mean,
So you know I've got the Besage,
I know.
right?
Yeah, I do.
It's sort of face up in my hand.
Yeah. But in that case, the protection from creatures fly and play wouldn't have worked either. Because you could have besaged the protection from creatures.
Oh yeah, of course. I'll play the land I drew for the turn.
Yeah.
I will. I mean, there's no reason not to, right? I just besage you. Your. Do I have to do it now? Magic's too hard. I guess what I could do is attack you, not tap my mana, attack you with endurance.
I'm not going to declare any blocks.
Yeah, which is the sensible thing to do.
17.
This isn't a spell either, this is an activated ability.
It
And
is.
also you've already played your mana tide. So yeah, I think I just pass.
Untap, draw a card. Okay, so this is a free with ward 2 for now. Move to combat, attack for free, lifelink ward 2.
Okay, well then now I'll attempt to play Besage you, target creature.
Surge of Salvation. You and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn.
I should
You
have
shouldn't
done
have
it.
waited.
I shouldn't have waited. Yeah.
When you were just sat there, I was trying really hard not to smile too much.
No, that's good. That's good. So this goes to my graveyard.
Yeah.
Nothing else happens.
Nothing else happened.
And
It's apart from damage.
I take 3.
And I gain 3.
I couldn't have played that any worse.
Your turn.
Okay, untap, draw. Yikes. And what's your life total? 20.
20,
And you've got lifelink, haven't you? So
Yes.
you've only point attacking you. Yeah, I think I'll throw it. I suppose I play my commander. Thank you.
No worries.
Play Tectonic Edge.
That's the destroy land, right?
If you can, I can't activate it unless you control 4 or more lands.
Sure.
It's French.
Oh, does it target only non-basics?
Correct.
Yes.
It's like Wasteland, except it's fixed.
Yeah, fair.
It was very playable in Modern when it was around. In Modern when it was sort of play. I'm still keep looking at this card, thinking what am I going to do with it, but nothing at the moment. So go.
Okay, untap. Part of me's tempted to go support on my own thing to get a Banes, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
That feels way too bad. So, which of you's best? This has Death Touch, which is very, very relevant keyword. Spectral Steel. This just gives +2/+2.
Okay.
Only in here because I can return it from my return another aura from here with the back.
Yeah.
I'm thinking going to search for a 2 cost.
Which one are we getting?
I don't want to just get big power. I need to get some kind of evasion or protection from black. See, the thing is, Flickering Ward's great because I just get to play loads and loads of cards, but it's not very good when I only have 1 white.
True.
I already have the lifelink. Do I want vigilance from that? Probably not. I think I'm just going to get a Feather of Flight, which I've never actually tutored for before.
Flying. Okay.
Flying, and it also draws me a card, so it's going to hit me my 4th land drop, and I'm going to feel happy about it.
Okay. Draw a card. 4th land.
And I'll attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. And how much toughness have you got?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4, so you've got enough, because this is for reach.
Oh, okay. I need to start reading magic cards.
So do I.
I forget that this ever sits on the battlefield.
Yeah, it's the most castable one of all of them.
That is true.
Because you've got 4 toughness, it's not a lot. How much damage was it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think I just take 6 and get it 8.
On my opponent's turn.
And then I don't know. Do I want the mana? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I just. This is get a basic, isn't it?
Destroy target land. It's
And
controlling.
I get a basic,
If I activate it and targeting your thing.
so I don't lose a land, as it were. So I think I blow this up.
Like this. And then do I get a basic?
No,
Or is it's just got.
it's
it's
just
wasteland.
wasteland.
Yes, I
It's
see.
wasteland.
Yeah.
So then neither do I, so it's not like the other cards. Okay, that possibly would have been good.
So you went for relevant ability as opposed to untapped lands.
Yeah, I don't think blowing up your Ghost Quarter does anything, especially if you just activate it in response to
True.
targeting it. So it really doesn't do anything at all.
I'm at 2 cards, by the way.
Yeah, just seriously considering conceding. This is the problem with this deck, is that it's just kind of like it's either explosive draws or nothing, and you can't just mulligan yourself to oblivion looking for an explosive draw. I think it's kind of fundamentally flawed as a deck. I don't know if you've ever drafted Reanimator much in like cube environments, but it's kind of a similar feel.
It's kind of what I'm known for.
Yeah, where
Reanimator.
you can have these completely unfair games, but your fair game is just not.
It's not
It's
good
not
at all.
powerful enough, because I'm not really a green-black mid-range deck. I perhaps shouldn't concede here, but I'm going to. Time is a factor as well.
So
We're
if
filming
you
this kind of
concede
late.
it, I'm going to enlighten tutor in your end step, and I'll go get it, and I'll win on the next attack.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Perfect.
cool. Thank you, Adam. Thank you for the games.
Really good games. Thank you,
yeah,
Ryan.
really fun.